Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome, welcome. I see my favors on. How are you, Miss Dominique? Good to see you.
Amazing.
Good, good, doing well. Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
Dominic,
How you
Good
doing?
evening, everyone.
you're gonna teach me how to sell those books.
Yes. Be in the right places. That's what I learned. If you're in the
Right.
right places, it'll sell itself.
All right. Who
Indeed.
else?
That's
I know.
Reverend Dr. Boyd. Hello, Reverend Dr. Boyd. Good to see you. Hello.
Jasmine's here.
Oh, yes, they're coming. I think Lucia came in too.
Robin Eubank. Hey, Robin.
Oh, yes, they're coming in the room. Super
Great.
excited about it.
Joshua, you've been up 2 nights in a row.
I know he's mad at me.
Yes, Dr. Soris, how are you doing?
I'm at my mother's house visiting with her.
Oh, hello, Mother Stories. Yes, good evening, everyone. We are so
Good
excited.
evening,
Yes, there she is. Hello there, Dr. Boyd. How are you?
Dr. Bird.
Dr.
I didn't respond because I thought you was talking to someone else. Good evening. How are you?
It was my
Yeah,
fault. I'm wearing my glasses.
That's
oh, yeah.
okay.
I'm cheating.
That's Dr. Bird representing.
Yes.
Yep,
How's
yep, yep.
everybody?
My glasses. Let me see who else is coming in. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet. You have yours on. I'm going to wear mine. All right. Now we're good. Dr. Brenda Bird. Crystal Adams coming in the room.
Over
Hello,
here.
everybody.
Great. See,
Oh,
Crystal.
Dr. Eubanks is on as well. Hello. And so is Joseph Dillard. Hello, Elder Dillard. All
Oh,
right.
Dylan, I got that email from you. I thought it was insightful and fascinating.
Okay. Okay. Good to see you all.
I
Hi.
read that. Yeah, good to see you too.
We
Okay.
just letting everybody come on in the room. We see some folks still sliding in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's see who else. All right. Coming in the room. We're gonna get, oh, hey, Andrea's here. Hi, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
Good to see everyone.
Andrea, I was talking to our favorite councilwoman today. Haven't talked to her in a couple of weeks.
Tomorrow is her birthday, Dr. Soris.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Soris.
Thank you for telling me. I didn't know that.
Yes, indeed. All right. Still coming in. Still coming in. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's about 7:04, and we have a lot to cover tonight that we're super excited about. So let's just go over these housekeeping tips really quickly for those who are new to our Monday Night Live audience. All right, I'm just going to admit Cheryl. Hello, hello, hello. All right, everyone. Well, welcome to Monday Night Live. Monday Night Live generally happens on the fourth Monday of every month. However, we've changed it to the first Monday for the purposes of the summer and to highlight the Newark Women Moving Forward initiative. We're super excited to have you all with us. First, we just want to go over this housekeeping. We ask that you will mute yourselves in order to minimize the distractions and to reduce the amount of microphone feedback. This enables us to hear the conversation. However, you can feel free to raise your hand and to go ahead and unmute yourself if you want to join the conversation. We will have times to pause and join the conversation. In addition to that, as you entered, you noticed that this session is being recorded, and these recordings are available through our website, which is dfreefoundation.org, and it's also available on our YouTube channel. We keep our content because if you're not able to come on, when everything's happening live, at least you can go ahead and watch the rewatch or share it with someone else. You'll notice that the chat is open. We keep the chat open because we want to be able to have dialogue with one another. If you have a question during the session, feel free to drop that in the chat. If you have a comment, a little amen corner, feel free to drop it right there in the chat. As a reminder, we encourage you to check the chat often for links. If we refer to a link, you're going to find it right there in the chat. Tonight, we ask that you would raise your hand if you want to share your thoughts. If you raise your hand, it brings you to the front of the line and I can see you and we can go ahead and add you to the conversation. Tonight, we have some exciting things. As many of you have already heard, we have with us our CEO and chair, Dr. DeForest B. Soaries Jr., and of course, myself, your host. And tonight we're going to have an exclusive demo of dfree.com. But before we go there, and before we introduce who's going to go ahead and share that demo, we do have some phenomenal testimonies. We've been working with this Newark Women Moving Forward initiative, and I think some of the classes are about 8 or 9 weeks in. And so we've been hearing all these victories. So we've heard victories, we've heard testimonies, we've heard successes, and we want to invite some of those folks to just kind of share how the Newark Women Moving Forward initiative has impacted them. And so I want to go ahead, and those who have been pre-identified, because there's some people that just said, I got to say what I got to say. We're going to go ahead and bring those on right now as I stop sharing my screen. And I believe our first person up is Dominique. Dominique, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and share.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dominique German. I wear many hats. We want to stick to the program. So as I've been in the program for, I believe, 8 weeks so far. And it's been very incredible. One of the success stories is I'm learning how to manage my money, where I was backed up in my rent. And now since this class, I've been reading the books as well as doing the courses. I learned how to manage my money, and now I'm not backed up with my apartment. I paid all of my bills on straight, and plus I got a new book, a new journal actually coming out. My first book was Embrace Your Transformation. It's a self-help book, and then the second book that I just released on Amazon is called Embrace Your Journey. Is actually a journey, a notebook where you'll be able to write down your information from reading the book. So I got to publish that even working with the program, because like I said, I got to learn what kind of spinner I am, and now I'm striving to be a conscious spinner so that I can manage my personal money as well as my business money. So being in this program, like I was saying, is helping me to manage, it's helping me to identify, and it's helping me to control and help me to be free of my money. And now I got a better understanding on how to be free, because the free is the entrepreneur don't follow the market, they define the market. So I believe that was amazing, and that's like the head of the program. And I am an entrepreneur, as well as it says breathe. We are brave who value independence, could contribute greatly to their families and community. So I'm like very in tune with this program. I'm glad that you guys took the initiative to start, and I do suggest and recommend everyone in the North to even come. So it's even for people who like in a higher upper, like if you already in the process of spending money, you're in the process of expanding, I feel like you guys are needed as well, because you will still be able to learn something new. You'll still be able to learn little tactics and skills that you didn't even think of. So this program is very amazing. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you so much for sharing your testimony. Dr. Soaries, I know you're going to say something.
Oh yeah, Dominique's gonna have a one-on-one with me and teach me some things about selling books. So I can't wait for that.
That's it. Thank you so much for sharing, Dominique. We appreciate you. I believe Lucia was on. It looks like we may have lost her, but Lucia was going to share as well. Is there anybody else from the Newark Women Moving Forward campaign that wanted to share? All right, Miss Teresa Pringle, thank you so much.
I just want to say what an amazing and incredible opportunity. I want to give a shout out to Reverend Soaries. He's not going to remember me. I was at Lieutenant Governor Oliver's funeral and Congressman Payne's, and we spoke. But the point was, I was the sound girl for Pastor Kelmo C. Porter's church when you were preaching down at Lincoln Gardens. And the point to all of this, life takes turns, and I became homeless, keeping my voice at St. Benedict's Prep. And so when you have that under your belt, the discrimination and stigma that follows you, you can be financially literate all you want. This course helped to springboard me to not only get my credit spending, but some of the tips that you gave us that I was using allowed me to be a speaker at a conference. Had I not taken your advice, I would not have had the resources to travel and not owe anybody. I went, paid for it, is over. I can spring forth. So I thank you for this amazing opportunity. I would be a spokesperson for everybody in the city of Newark to get this under their belt, because it is a blessing. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks, Teresa. You know, we owe our thanks to Linda Baraka, the first lady. Reverend Sutton and I were talking earlier today. It's so unique for the spouse of the chief executive of a major city to take this, not just this platform, but to take this step towards bringing resources to the community for free. And as a result, there are other mayors around New Jersey and in cities outside of New Jersey that have already contacted Reverend Sutton saying, we want to do in our city what Linda Baraka did in her city. So while I appreciate your gratitude, Linda Baraka is the visionary. She is the leader of the movement. And what we're doing is bringing our resources and our tools and our content to support her leadership. And so it's a partnership. I appreciate all of your belief in her and your investment of your time in making sure you have your strategy set. You know, 12 weeks is just enough to get you positioned to reach your financial goals. You're not going to get there in 12 weeks, but if you spend these 12 weeks the way all of the women in Newark have begun, then you're sure to have a path towards freedom. And that's all we can do is help you create a path towards freedom. So thank you, Teresa, for that. Thank you. But we send those thanks now to Mrs. Baraka.
absolutely, absolutely. And I have to give a big shout out to this next group that's coming on, because it looks like everybody is in the room together. Is that Phillips Academy? I see Phillips Academy Charter School. All right, unmute yourself. We want to hear from you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Athena Davis Shaw, parent liaison at Phillips Academy. And as you can see, this is our regular class time. So we have all the lovely ladies here. My co-facilitator, Nikisha, she's here as well. We just wanted to report out some of our big successes. So I heard a young lady talk about a journal. So I guess we have journal fever too, because one of our members just did her side hustle, hold the journal. We rehearsed this. And there is her journal in print, in living color, right there. A few more.
I think you all went on mute. You got to unmute yourself, Anita. There you go. You back.
Mike was rolling. Some of our ladies have also found their side hustles to create additional income so that they can become debt free. So our hairdresser just put out her flyer for her course to teach mothers how to braid hair. This is our second grade lead teacher who is in the program. And this is her side hustle. She is crochet. And our journal author, she's also doing another side hustle. We have one of our other parents who just walked in. She has a vending machine and a hairdressing business. And the rest of our ladies are actively looking for other sources to increase their income, to decrease their debt. We had some that DCA payments, paid 2 months of rent. So now there's money to pay down bills. And we've just been sharing resources with our ladies to help them free up their capital so that they can become debt free. So we love D-Free. Thank you, Dr. Suarez and First Lady Baraka.
That was incredible.
Wonderful.
Dr. Stories, I can see you beaming from here. All I see is teeth. You guys are amazing. And I'm so glad you took your class time to come and join us. We needed to hear all of that. I just want you to know, secretly, Anita's been bragging about this whole class. I just want you to know. When the facilitators get together, she talks about you guys all the time. Both of your facilitators talk about you guys. So thank you, ladies. I love the side hustles. You should drop some of those in the chat and let everybody know so that they can start doing some things on the side as well. We always talk about ways to make additional income, and you all nailed it. So thank you. Thank you. What week is this for you? Week what? Is it 4 or 5? Is it 5 for you guys? Week 5 or week 6? Oh, really?
We
Yeah.
started in April. We started what?
Oh,
April
okay.
15th.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So super glad to have you on. You're getting a whole bunch of amens in the chat. People are super excited and congratulating you. I just want to double check. Oh, I see a hand. All right, Miss Thomas.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, thank you. Good to
How's
see you.
everyone doing? I just want to thank Pastor Soaries and First Lady Linda Baraka for this program. I attend my program at my church at 208 Broadway under my pastor Olivia Stenard. And since I've been in the program, I think it's my 5th week, my credit score has went up. It is 792. And my debt is down to $1,265. And I'm about to pay
My Lord.
that off soon.
Wonderful.
I am becoming debt free, just like this program says I will be. I am very grateful, Pastor Soaries. I used to watch you at until you left at First Lincoln. I was watching you there. So that's why I'm saying Pastor Soaries and First Lady Baraka. I am so grateful for this program. My debt is under $2,000. Under $2,000. I am so excited about
Incredible.
this. And my credit score shot up. It's 792. I'm almost in the 800, y'all. Thank you for the program. I am grateful for the program. Thank you.
Oh, man.
How did you do that? That's what I want to know. What did you do?
I paid my credit cards off according to the amount they were. So if I have 3, I actually have 8 credit cards, guys. If I had, I'm just using an example. If I had 3 credit cards, one was 200, one was 2,000, one was 3,000. I start paying off the smallest one first.
Right, right.
And
That's the
I work
snowball
my
method.
way. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sir.
That's the snowball method.
Yep, I started paying the smallest ones off first. But they weren't 3,000 and 2,000. But they were up there. They were up there. They were like I had one credit card for like 1,300. I had one for like 15, one 1625, something like that. But it was up there, and I was paying them off as soon as I entered the class. I heard about debt free long ago, and I started it then. But once I got in the class, I got the tools to do it, and it's done. I only have 1,265 in debt, and that's it. With 8 credit cards, 8. And I got them down to
That's
that.
phenomenal.
I'm going to get rid of some of them. I'm only going to keep one. I'm only going to keep one.
Well, don't close them.
Don't
Keep
close
them. Just don't use them. All right.
Right.
Because as long as you keep them without using them, it helps your credit score. And then what we're going to want you to do, all the money that you used to use to pay those payments every month,
Yes.
now you're going to take that money and use it towards wealth building assets.
Wonderful.
And you'll learn more about that in the weeks to come. Yeah, that's
Thank
great.
you.
That's a great testimony.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, Mount Zion. Tell Dr. Stenard we said thank you. And
I will tell her, Miss Sutton. Thank you.
excellent, excellent. Do we have any more aha moments? Any more? Okay, who's that? Andrea. Okay, Andrea Freeman Smith. Let's go.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm coming from Allen AME in Newark. And one thing, our class was moving, the momentum was a little slow because everyone was trying to figure out, where am I gonna get some extra money? Where am I gonna get some extra money? So in the previous chapter, we read about how some of our spending habits were based on emotion, and how there was a suggestion, how about some of those things that we bought during a time where it was under duress because we were feeling some kind of way, it was not a worthy purchase, to accumulate all of those things that we purchased where we spent money we did not need to spend. And we were going to try to organize a D-free market, not a flea market, but a D-free market, and sell those things that we purchased that helped put us in debt to try to have extra monies to go towards the snowball effect. So we're trying to navigate getting everyone to do that. So we all set up a table and free enterprise. to make a few dollars to put towards that credit card debt. So that was our big takeaway from our last meeting. And it was we laughed about it, but we're very serious about having this D-free market to make some extra change. 3 of our people checked their credit scores and they had not ever checked them before. Everyone from the class pulled their credit report. So we're making strides under the small chunks of things that people need to do to become just aware of what their numbers are. So I'm hopeful for the next weeks to come that we're really going to move forward and people are going to be paying down more debt. So I hope to report out the next check-in, even greater results.
This is awesome. That's Pastor Cynthia Jackson as your pastor, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, that's excellent. Oh my goodness. Dr. Soaries, are you hearing all of this?
I'm absolutely humbled by this and excited. You know, it normally takes people 12 weeks to really get started. What happens is they go through the whole program and then they say, okay, I get it now. But what we're experiencing in Newark is that before people even get to week 6, their credit's going up, their debt's going down. And by the way, folks, whenever you pay down $1 in debt, you're creating $1 in wealth. So don't simply describe yourself as paying down your debt. Describe yourself as increasing your wealth, because every dollar of debt eliminated is a dollar of wealth created. We had years ago, Reverend Sutton, we had a group of people just like this last testimony that actually they got together and opened up an eBay account and they started selling those items that they didn't need. They started selling them on eBay. And one of the strategies that I think we might consider is people setting up online sales. It's not just eBay now. You can sell on Amazon. You can sell your own stuff on many sites. So selling things and getting at least some of your money back, that's a great strategy.
Excellent. Oh, yeah, it's brilliant, especially with the whole church, well, with the whole class coming together to do it. You know, that's incredible. That is incredible. And they said they're going to apply it toward the snowball method. So they already have a plan for where it's going to go. So that's great.
Right.
Oh my goodness. I'm just, my cheeks are hurting from smiling so hard. This is excellent. So good. We want to give everybody, just anybody else have one more testimony before we get into our reveal tonight, our big reveal and Dr. Soaries' big announcement. Oh wait, I see some things in the chat. Dr. Soaries, are you in there?
I'm reading the chat.
Okay.
But I'm on my phone, so I got to get my eyes, zoomed in.
I took my eyes off.
A
lot in the chat. There's a lot in the chat.
Yeah, Kim says that she has reduced her debt and now she's looking into investment opportunities. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah,
She says she's a silent attendee. I don't know what a silent attendee means, but she's here. Silent or not silent, she's here. So thanks, Kim.
Yes, indeed. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We're super glad to have everyone coming in. I'm so glad that Phillips Academy didn't mind joining us, the entire class today. I know this is your normal class time, so we're so excited about having you. Oh, Kim says she doesn't talk much. That's what she means. We get one other hand up. I think it's Jasmine. So we want to go ahead and invite Jasmine in. Hello, Jasmine.
How you doing? I'm actually part of the North class, but I had some family issues that I had to take care of. So I wasn't able to make the in-person class, but just so happened I was able to make the virtual class. And I'm currently an entrepreneur. I own a beauty salon, and it's really given me a chance to open my mind and change the way that I think and I spend with my personal credit, so I can eventually do better with my business credit and take my business farther. And I really, appreciate it.
That's great. Jasmine, where is your salon?
In Belleville.
Belleville. Wonderful, wonderful. And you keep all your business finance separate from your personal, right?
Yes, I'm on a journey at the moment.
Wonderful. Well, stay in touch and stay tuned. We have a book for entrepreneurs. We have a D-free book just for entrepreneurs. So if you shoot us an email, we'll send you that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for sharing your testimony. We love to see the businesses flourishing. We love to see that you're part of this. And thank you for not being camera shy and jumping on with us tonight. We appreciate you. We really do. I'm super excited to have all of you with us. Is there anybody else who wants to share before we get into D-Free Digital? Boom, 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 boom. All right, Dr. Stories, I'm going to throw it to you to introduce our next segment and the person who's going to be sharing.
Yeah, sure. We have been working for the last 3 years on the next level of D-Free content. You all have the book, and the book basically tells my testimony and hopefully motivates you to think more seriously about the money that you have, and it challenges all of us to rethink the way we're using money. Then the workbook that all of you have gives us some specific assignments to do things. Talk to a financial professional, open an account that you don't have, look at all of your insurance. What we discovered was we discovered a couple of things. First of all, once people finish this course, they still have questions about insurance, questions about how to buy a car, questions about, the difference between leasing a car and buying a car, questions about buying a house. And so we wanted to not only answer those questions, but we wanted to make the format such that you didn't have to start at step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You could go straight to the subject that you were interested in, get the answer, and either on your computer, but it was really built for your phone. So this is a mobile first D-Free digital platform. Each module has information, it has videos, we've got animation, we've got testimonies, and at the end, if you need more information, you can click a help button and it'll take you to a source that can help you actually do the things that you're interested in doing. Now, the person who is most responsible for this platform is a young lady who's worked for me now for about 7 or 8 years. She started working at the church. She then came to work with me in my business. She had her first big project was that we turned an old post office into a multimedia office center, which is where we work now. If I were on my desktop, you would see my background. Those of you who are with me on Sunday night, my background is that office development that she did. And then once she finished that, the second project was working with a major technology company that built this platform that we call D-Free for us, D-Free Digital for us. And so she became a homeowner at like 26 years old. She's the poster child of everything we teach. And she's going to show you just a sample of one of the modules from what we now call D-Free Digital. The reason it's important for you is because it costs money to subscribe to this, but the Newark Women Moving Forward campaign will get access to this for free once you complete the 12-step course. So the person of whom I speak is Michelle Charles. And Michelle, you can now take over the Zoom because you know how to do that and I don't.
Hello, good evening. I've been working for you for 10 years, actually. Just FYI.
Who's counting? Who's counting?
It's 10. Good evening, everyone. This was very, very warming to my heart, actually, to hear what everyone had to say about being a part of this program for the last couple of weeks. The exciting thing is that a few things that you guys already mentioned are modules that are within the platform. So I know you guys talked about the aspect of mindful spending and being aware and having a level of awareness about how you're spending your money and what you're spending your money on. Someone mentioned about investing. We have a module about investing. We have a module about credit. There's 18 modules total, and it's very much a platform that is catered to what it is that you need. So I'm going to share my screen and take you guys through it. Okay. All right. So when you first join on, when you first get onto the platform, you're going to be asked to do an assessment. And so the assessment essentially is to cater what it is that the platform is going to show you, or what the modules that it's going to teach you. So this is just a little video. I'm not gonna play this whole video out. So I just want to get to the actual assessment so you can see the questions that it's asking. So it's gonna start with, you know, the money topics that are most important to you, and they're asking like if there's something specific that you want to learn about. So I'll say I'm not sure what it is that I need. And so we'll ask if you have a clear idea of what your finances look like right now. So we can say yes, because for most of you guys, you've been in the program for a couple weeks now, so you know you have a sense of that. So let's say yeah. And then we will go through an assessment. Do you feel like you're in control of your spending? I'll say 2. I can make a budget and stick to it. I'll say 2. And I have specific financial goals for myself. So I'll strongly agree. Now, these are just some of the financial systems that we interact with, and it's asking, do you want to know more about these? So we can say, you know, we want to know more about insurance and more about banking. And if there are any big financial goals on your mind. So let's just say buying a home. This is another, how much do you agree with these statements? If you're confident about your retirement planning, or having a clear idea on how much money today can be worth in the future. So let's just say disagree with that. Are you interested in learning about more ways to generate more money? I'll say yes, because that seemed like one that a lot of people were interested in hearing about. And which sounds most interesting about either increasing your income or making smart investments. So you could just select both of them. And then what it'll do now is it's going to bring you back, over to, oh, sorry, hold on. I don't know what just happened. Give me 1 second.
We're super excited to be having D-Free Digital. It's such a game changer. So if you think of the course as like your high school course, you know, the curriculum that we're going through now, once we get into D-Free Digital, it's almost like your college course. You know, this is the next level. So this is something that will sustain you throughout the year as you go through, once you've completed the course, this will sustain you throughout the year with all the different modules. You already up and running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the main dashboard. So what you'll see up at the top here, this is where we're going to be putting different banners. So the banners will have different access to external resources. We'll put in here content that D-Free has produced and created. We'll put in here partner related information and content that's relevant to other financial literacy type topics. And then this is where your main dashboard lives. So based on the assessment and the answers that you provided, it's going to curate a homepage for you. And so these are the topics based on how I responded to the assessment that they're offering to me as the learning options. So I think, let's see, I don't know, is there anyone in particular that is speaking to you guys that sounds interesting to do?
Investment basics.
Investment basics.
Okay, so we could do that one. All right. So I'll just go through the entire module just so you get a sense of what it's like inside of each of the modules.
Invite your money to come work for you. In this topic, you'll explore the range of risks in investing, get to know some popular investment options, and understand the professional resources available to you.
Okay. So it starts off with just some text-based information, just talking about what investing actually is. And in this one, these are the testimonials that Dr. Soares mentioned are sprinkled throughout. So this is one of the testimonials from him.
If you've never invested before, here's my advice. Number one, pay down your debt. It doesn't make sense to invest and hope for an 8% return, for instance, while you're paying 18% interest on the credit card. So pay down your credit card debt and your other consumer debt. The second thing that you should do if you want to invest and have never invested is make a decision on how much you're going to invest on a regular basis, because you want to invest regularly. And then the third thing is talk to a financial professional to make sure you've considered all of your investment options.
Okay.
Investments aren't guaranteed returns. Manage your risk by investing only what you can afford to lose.
So one of the things that's going to be prominent throughout all of the modules is the aspect of storytelling. So we use storytelling as a way to create a connection, a sense of humanness with the people whose stories you're reading about. Some of them are going to be stories that are presented like this, like in text form. Some of them are in animated form through videos. Some of them are audio. So they're presented in different ways, but you'll see this this element of storytelling throughout every module in the platform. So in this one, we're dealing with Kendra, who is a single mom. She's worked hard to build a financial foundation for her and her son, and now she's looking for the future. And so we're going to help Kendra navigate some investing basics as we're learning more throughout this module. So Kendra's been able to set aside some money from each paycheck to budget, from each paycheck to invest, because she's been budgeting. So she has a few $1,000s saved up. So she's trying to figure out what to do with it next. So as someone new to investing, what level of risk should Kendra take on? So, because she's new, definitely a low risk to investing. Then we're going to learn a little bit more about risk and the different type of investments and the risk that are available in each of these pyramids. So we learn about like the lowest risk, some low risk, some moderate risk investing, and then your higher risk investing. And a lot of these are things I'm sure most of us, have heard about, like real estate and bonds and crypto and all of that. But we go into some detail to give you some more information about what each of these things actually are and what they actually mean, so that you can make a good decision on what's best and aligned for you.
With the risk pyramid in mind, let's take a deeper dive into some of the safest options out there. Government-issued bonds.
I think all investors should consider investing in government funds as a part of their strategy. Government has bonds, they're saving bonds, they are what they call I-bonds, interest bonds, and other instruments that the government provides, and they're often tax-free, meaning you don't have to pay taxes on the growth of that investment. But generally, these are going to be longer-term investments, and you need to look at your situation, analyze your goals and your timetable, talk to a professional advisor, and determine which government instruments will offer you the yield or the profit that you want for your life goals and your financial situation.
Okay, so now what we'll go into, and this is something you'll see also throughout the modules, and they're just presented a little bit differently. So this one is kind of like kind of like flashcard type. So we're just talking about just the different kinds of bonds and just giving some information about them. And so this is, you can also learn a little bit more if you want to learn more about what these specific bonds are. So we're going to check back in with Kendra now. So we've just kind of gone through some preliminary information of learning a bit about risk and some different types of bonds. So Kendra is deciding that she wants to be a bit more ambitious with her money. And so we're going to figure out kind of what some options are that Kendra can do. So, you know, she's heard about cryptocurrency, but, you know, her friends, they've already been investing in it and have like different types of stocks in their portfolios. But because she's still a beginner, you know, she's looking for something that fits her a bit more. So this is just a question like asking like what type of investment she should consider next. And then we get in some more information, just learning about the stock market, the indexes, what these different terms mean, bear versus bull.
Stock prices can rise or fall drastically in response to current events, with some sectors making it out big and others facing ruin. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify.
Okay. So now we're learning about what that actually means, what diversification actually is in investing, and what that could look like, what these different funds are. And then this is just more information about Kendra as we're following along with her. So, you know, which of the following is the best way for her to invest, you know, without too much work or insight on her part. So we're looking at mutual funds, and then like opening an investment account. So we're just giving just information about where you can go. There's online brokers, and then there's, you know, licensed financial professionals who can help you with opening up investment accounts.
We've reached the end of this topic on investment basics. Investing is a huge field with a range of specialized professionals ready to help you get started. The time value of money is real. If you're considering investing, there's no time like the present to speak to a financial advisor.
And then that's it. So that's the module on investing. And that's all I have, Shonda.
All right. Well, I see some hands clapping. So this is a good
Yeah,
thing.
that was great. Thank
Hold
you.
on 1 second, Bob. Let me just do this. So listen, first of all, thank you, Michelle Charles, for that introduction. And let me say, Reverend Sutton, a couple of things. First of all, each module takes time. On the side of the platform, you have a digital clipboard. So if you want to take notes inside the platform, you can take the notes and refer back to the notes. Each module has a link to outside resources. So if, for instance, you're in the credit module and you want to know where to go to check your credit score, credit report, you can link right to it on the internet. And as soon as we launch this, which will be in July, we're launching this in July, and the Newark Women's campaign is a part of the launch. We start working on other modules. We'll have modules for small business people. We'll have modules for married couples. So we're going to continue building beyond the 18 modules as soon as we launch the initial group that's going to sign on. So I want to thank Michelle publicly. She worked with the development team all year. She met with them every single week. She went through every module, checked the language, checked the images. The images are multicultural. You happen to see one of the few modules that feature Caucasians, but most of them feature people that are either African American, Latino, some Asian, and all of the animation is culturally relevant. The language is easily accessible, and we plan for every member of Newark Women moving forward to sign into this, log into this, and then we also have a discussion guide
that can be used. So for instance, if the Phillips Academy group wants to stay together as a group and use these modules as your curriculum, we actually have a discussion guide like the workbook that will be available for people that want to do this in group settings. So it's absolutely wonderful. There's nothing else like it. It took us 3 years and a lot of money to develop it, and we're just happy to make it available to you.
I love that, Dr. Ford. You said a lot of money to develop it, but you're giving it to Newark Women Moving Forward graduates for the free. So we are so appreciative of that. So all you got to do is stay the course, ladies, and graduate. And this is your graduation gift, the gift that keeps on giving. And so we're grateful for it. And we're so grateful again for Michelle sharing that platform with us tonight. I know you all saw some things that kind of got your juices flowing. There's so many different topics that you can kind of click on and learn about. There's little ads and information, and I think there's some updates. I think you were saying something about like and it's not news flashes, but content that'll tell you different things to get excited about that'll be relevant. So we're just super happy to be part of that platform and have access to it. What people are paying for it is a gift to those who are graduating from Newark Women Moving Forward, and just we're really super grateful for it. Dr. Soaries, we thank you. We know that you are trying to multitask, so we're going to give you back to Mother Soaries and tell her we said thank you for sharing her son with us tonight. Michelle, we thank you as well.
Mother, they said thank you. I just told her you said thank you.
I did. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care, everybody.
All right. So I just want to share one more thing with the ladies before you all go really quickly. Super excited about this as well, because there's something really cool happening in the city in Newark this weekend. And you just heard about D-Free Digital. Well, first of all, we want to let you know that if you're interested in joining Newark Women Moving Forward, if you're not already part of a cohort and you want to tell your friends about it and tell them the wonderful experience you had, the second cohort registration will begin on June 24th. It'll be 2 weeks to register, just like we did the first time. So you want to start telling your friends, you know, this is a gift that you want to make sure you share with other people. Don't keep it to yourself. The last level of D-Free is to give back. So we want to reach back and grab somebody else. If you are now that family member that everybody's borrowing money from, if you're the one telling everybody about this fabulous class you're in, make sure that you tell them they can be a part of it too. If they are a resident of Newark, New Jersey, they can begin in cohort number 2. So we want to make sure you know that. We'll be sending out information about how to join that cohort as we get closer. This is what I really wanted to bring everyone's attention to. On Saturday, June 8th, at Marion P. Thomas High School, and you all know where that is, on Sussex Avenue in Newark. They're having an amazing family day with all kinds of information. There will be banks there representing. There will be a culinary team there. I'll be sharing a lot about D-Free. So if you have someone you want to share D-Free with and you want them to get an introduction, then we want to share the Newark Women Moving Forward. Go ahead and invite them. There's going to be a whole bunch of empowerment workshops for families, how to become a homeowner in Newark. So please, 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 there's a QR code on the screen. We encourage you to go ahead and hover your phone over that QR code and you can register. Initially, I thought it was only for families of Marion P. Thomas High School and the like, but it's not. It's for the entire community. So if you live in the city of Newark, they invite you to come on out on Saturday morning. So I'll make sure you go ahead and grab that QR code. Now, don't take a picture of it. What you want to do is hover your phone over and it'll lead you right to registration. So we want to encourage you to do that on this Saturday. Also, we always talk to you about Blueprints for Black Wealth. That is from Prudential, our partners. If you haven't already connected with a financial advisor, we encourage you to do so. Our last Monday night live session, we brought on a couple of financial advisors, but we do have some that are specifically dedicated to Newark Women Moving Forward. This link right here is to our entire Monday night live audience. So if you want to go ahead and register and connect with a financial advisor, you go ahead and go on prudential.com to Blueprints to Black Wealth. And I know it says Black Wealth, but it is open to everyone. So please make sure you go ahead and you log on there. That link has already been dropped in the chat. But if you are part of Newark Women Moving Forward, we have a specific team that is dedicated to our group. So ladies, make sure that you hover over this and grab those QR codes. These financial advisors are ready and waiting to talk to you, because as you're paying down your debt, you're freeing up money, and we want to make sure you use that wisely. Armando Patino, I know, was on with us last week. He is Spanish speaking. So if you know someone who speaks Spanish, I definitely know Armando does fluently, and he shared a little bit the last time he was with us. So if you want to connect with a financial professional at, you can go ahead and you'll see the link in the chat. Remember, we encourage you to check the chat for links often. So we want to make sure you do that. We also encourage you, if you want to get more information about financial topics, we have the Ask the Expert series that comes on every single Wednesday at 12 p.m. noon. It is sponsored by Prudential. We have an amazing array of topics. So if you ever want to just log in while you're eating lunch, you can go ahead and have your lunch and go ahead and pay attention and watch this webinar series. You don't have to show your camera. You can be listening while you're eating. And so we encourage you to go ahead and be a part of that webinar series. You just click to register. And not on the screen, of course, but you go ahead to our website and register, and we'll drop a link for that as well in the chat. And as a reminder, if you ever want to register for a D-Free event or you want more information about D-Free, you can go ahead to dfreefoundation.org. If you want to sign up for the D-Free Online Academy, that's where you can go to take any of your missed classes. If you have someone that wants to be a part of the self-paced course, they can go ahead and sign up there as well. And then we also have our $1 Billion Challenge website. We love this website. This is where you can record your savings as well as record the debt that you're paying down. How do we log into the webinar series? Jenny, you want to go right to our website, which is dfreefoundation.org. If you scroll to the bottom of the first page, there will be a link that you can kind of click on. Otherwise, they're going to drop a link in the chat for the webinar series. But once you register once, they'll go ahead and continue to let you know every single webinar that comes forward. So please make sure you do that as well. And if you ever want to contact us, feel free to give us a call, 844-693-3733, or email us at info@mydfree.org. We have an amazing team, and they are up all night right now. They have been working in the background very diligently, dropping links and sharing information with you all. They are ready and willing to answer any questions you may have. We are super excited to have you all with us, and we're grateful for our Newark Women Moving Forward audience, and we're so grateful for all of you who shared testimonies. It was an encouragement to not only myself, but to Dr. Soaries and to our entire team. So we look forward to seeing you again next month at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here at Monday Night Live. Thank you again to Michelle Charles for your time and for sharing such a wonderful platform with us. Good night, everybody. God bless you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Good night.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.